Okay, welcome you guys. Make your way into your comfortable seat. Rest your hands onto your knees or thighs. Close your eyes. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Release your day. Close your mouth. Bring a bit more depth into your breath, but through your nose only. As you deepen your breath, also focusing on evening out your inhales and your exhales. Allow yourself to breathe rhythmically and a bit more fluidly. Also, bring awareness into your seat. Allow your feet, your ankles, your sitting bones to ground. Your spine will naturally elongate, sit a bit taller. It's the rebound effect. Align your shoulders over your hips, lean back slightly if you need to do so. Lift your shoulder blades up and down your back to soften into your seat. Return back to following your breath. Become as still as possible, both in mind and in body. Allow the dust of your day to settle. It's said that all the world is a stage where we are all actors enacting our own roles. The sad part is sometimes that most of us are busy playing the roles given to us by others. The most successful show is where you play the role written by yourself and even co-written by source energy. Take this time, enter the temple of your heart. Connect to the real you, connect to your essence, to your inner light. As you still your mind, be receptive to its whispers. Are you currently aligned with what really matters? With the things that make your heart sing? The things that make you happy? This practice is all about self-transformation. Who are you becoming? Who are you transforming into? Let it come from a deep soul level, though. Allow your inner spirit to be your guide. Feel source energy move through you as you. It's in this feel, in this void, you can then begin to co-create your desires. From this very sacred space, fold your hands to heart center, prayer pose. Connect your chest into your thumbs. Feel free to set your intention for your practice. And clearing breath to Om, inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Inhale to Om. Bow head into your heart. Replace your hands back onto your knees or thighs. Slowly open your eyes. Good evening. Come to all fours, tabletop. Place your wrists, place your knees directly below your shoulders, below your hips. Rotate your hands outwardly until your fingers point directly towards your knees. Your thumbs will point towards the long edges of your mat. Inhale, lift your hips up, allow your belly to get heavy. Look up towards the sky, arch your back, little back bend. Exhale, bring your chin into your chest, press your palms down. Lift the back of your heart to the sky, look in between your thighs. And slowly, same movement. Inhale, belly gets heavy, gaze up, open up into your chest. Exhale, retract back in, a bit more press with your hands, find a bit more lift at the back of your heart. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Come back towards a neutral spine. Flip your hands. It can be sensitive here. Have your palms face you. Thumbs point forward to the front of your mat. Your fingers will point towards each other. Press the top of your hands to the earth. Gently press the earth away from you. Take a breath in. Arms towards straight. Exhale. Bend your elbows. Spin your elbows forward towards the front of your mat. Breathe in. Arms back towards straight position. Press the earth away. And breathe out. Rebend your elbows back forward. Bend your elbows about a 90-degree angle if you can. And 2 more times on your own. Slow down your breath. And link your breath with the movement. When you do complete your last and fourth cycle, make your way back towards a regular tabletop position. Press your finger pads down into your mat. If you notice your fingernails, they'll become slightly white in color because you're pressing your fingertips actively towards the earth. Squeeze your arms a little bit more towards each other. Rotate your arms into an external rotation. Wrap your triceps back, the eyes of the elbows forward to engage your arms. Press your palms down, lift the back of your heart up to the sky, look in between your thumbs and hold here. It's an active cat pose position. The more you can press your palms down, the more lift you'll have to the back of your heart. Feel your upper back become broad and powerful. Bring some engagement into your core. Draw your low belly in and up. Belly, upper back, arms, fingers, breasts. Exactly as you are. Active cat pose position. Look in between your hands. This is the blueprint of plank pose. Tuck your toes under, step back to plank pose, top of a push-up. Extend your right leg back, then your left, hips in line with your shoulders. The actions remain the same. Press your finger pads down, squeeze your arms in towards each other, a little bit more push to the back of your heart, keep your low belly in. If it's too demanding, power class, you can definitely place your knees back to the earth and return back to the previous pose, which is your active cat pose position. Regardless, press the earth away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose for a second. Sit onto your heels. Place your knees wide. Rest your chest to the earth in between your knees. Set your forehead on your mat. Get heavy into your space for a second. Allow earth to hold you. And for my new friends in class, this is the ultimate resting pose. Feel free to take this pose whenever you need to do so. So always pay attention to your practice, how you feel. Option, you can also take a kneeling position, sit down Japanese style cross-legged. Okay, so it's a busy room, so my only request is avoid leaving the room. If it's too demanding, take a break and come back in the movement when you feel ready. Take one more breath. Good. Make your way back to plank pose. Top of a push-up, the same previous pose. Right away, press your finger pads down, squeeze your arms in towards each other. Same actions. Keep lifting the back of your heart to the sky. Keep your core active. At any time, you can definitely place your knees back, the earth, to your active cat pose position. Good. Use your toes or your knees. Shift your weight forward. Bring your shoulders beyond your fingertips. Keep lifting the back of your heart to the sky, though. Keep pressing your palms down. Keep low belly in. So if it's too much, knees down. If you feel quite strong and supported, this can be your edge. You can stay here. But if you feel quite strong into your arms, option, bend your elbows slightly. Make about a 130-degree angle with your upper arms, just slightly. Keep lifting the back of your heart to the sky, though. Keep your elbows stacked over wrists and wrap your elbows in as you keep pressing the earth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms back to straight. Place your knees back to the earth if already so. Tabletop position. Active cat pose though. Press your palms down, lift the back of your heart again to the sky, low belly is in. Remain active in your active cat pose. Bend your right knee completely. Flex your knee. Bring your right heel to your right butt cheek as much as you can. Maintain that. Then use your right butt cheek to lift your right leg up towards the sky. Extend your right leg towards straight as you keep pressing your palms down. Keep lifting the back of your heart to the sky. Bend back into your right knee. Place your right knee back to the earth. Then your right foot. Switch sides. But before, press your palms down. Keep your back rounded. Flex your left knee, left heel to butt. Use your left glute muscle to lift your left leg up. And extend your left leg towards straight. Point your left toes and keep pressing your palms down. Bend back into your left knee. Place your left knee back on your mat. Then your left foot. Walk your knees a few inches back behind you. Tuck your toes under. Hips up to the sky. Make your way into your first downward facing dog. Take a little bit of movement into your first dog pose. Doesn't matter how you do so. The idea is move around a little bit to shake off your day, to loosen up stiff muscles, and to lubricate tight joints. Without thinking so much about it. Move around, create some space into your body. If you're doing one side asymmetrically, do the other side as well for 2 more breaths. Make your way towards a still downward facing dog. Point your tailbone down. Glide to plank pose, top of a push-up. Hold the position here. If you want to make things a little easier, you have the option to modify your vinyasa. Option number 1, place your knees on your mat. If you want to make things more difficult, more challenging, you want to intensify your vinyasa. Option number 2, use your toes, shift your weight forward. Bring your shoulders back over your fingertips. Wherever you are, lower halfway down to a low push-up. This time, bend your elbows at a 90-degree angle. Untuck your toes, upward facing dog. Roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Look towards your hands. Either walk or step your feet forward to the front of your mat. Big toes unite, small little gap in between your heels. If you need more space, place your feet about as wide as your hips, parallel to each other. As you forward fold, keep your low belly in. Soften into your neck and jaw, allow your head to be heavy. If you feel too much sensation to the back of your upper legs, your hamstrings, bend your knees accordingly. You're looking for about a 70% sensation rate into the back of your upper legs. Once you meet that, interlace both of your hands behind your back. Inhale. Exhale, bring your arms up overhead. Once you start to feel your shoulders also light up, pause. Avoid letting your mind trying to force its way into the depth of pose. Use your powerful mind to regulate your breath constantly. Allow your breath to dissolve the sensation you feel. You want to stay soft into your body and still and peaceful into your mind. Take a breath in. Exhale. Release your clasp. Place your hands on your mat below your shoulders. If it's too much sensation, place your hands onto your shin bones or on your knees to modify. Inhale, halfway lift. Switch your crown forward. Press your hands somewhere, lengthen into your spine. Exhale, forward fold into over both legs. Same thing. Inhale, lengthen your crown forward. Press your hands on your mat, shin bones or knees. Exhale, hinge into at your waist. One more time. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Place your hands onto your hips. Slowly rise up to stand. Push your feet down. Bring your shoulders over your hips. Release your arms by your side. Inhale, arms reach up towards the sky, possibly in front of you if you've had on space. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your waist again. Lead from your heart. Lengthen halfway. Step your right foot back behind you. Set your right knee down to the earth into a low lunge position. Rise up, inhale. Press into your front foot. Bring both upper arms in line with your ears. Low lunge. Exhale. Place your hands to earth. Palms below your shoulders. Charge your right leg to straight. Step your left foot back to plank pose. Like we did before, you have the option to intensify or modify. Lower halfway down to your low plank position. Uncurl your toes. Upward facing dog. Roll over your toes. Downward facing dog. Keep pressing your palms down from your inner right thigh. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky into a three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your right knee just above your right elbow, below your right tricep, directly to the back of your right upper arm. So directly back behind it. Keep pressing earth, look in between your hands. Step your foot forward to your thumb. Walk it forward if you need to place your heel below your knee. Rest your left knee down. Rise up, inhale, back into low lunge, upper arms back in line with your ears, fingers long and bright. Exhale, replace your hands back to the earth. Charge your left leg to straight. Softly step your left foot forward to the front of your mat, halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up, push your feet down, arms sweep back up, gaze up, lengthen. Bring your hands back to heart center. Ever so slowly, inhale, arms sweep up. Think of stretching your breath. Forward fold fluidly. Also stretch the movement in place. Lengthen halfway. Step your left foot back. Reset your left knee back to the earth. Rise up, inhale slowly again. Low lunge. Hands back on your mat. Stay as you are. Point your right foot to the top right corner of your mat. Bend your left knee, reach back with your right hand, grab the out edge of your foot. If you feel like your knee needs more padding, you can double roll your mat or even bring your left knee a bit further back behind you to get off of your left kneecap. Pull your left heel towards your left butt cheek when you feel a stretch into your left quad. Pause. Open up into your chest. Sink up dog. Navel in. Lift your chest up. Slide your shoulder blades up and down your back. You can find a bit more depth by placing your left elbow, left forearm to the earth, but if you lose your back bend, return back onto your hand to create more space. Option to look up past your right shoulder at a spinal twist without losing the quality of your breath though. Always move slowly. Release the hold of your foot, place your hand back to the front of your mat. Position yourself towards a half split. Shift your hips backwards, extend your leg fully to straight. Keep your left hip above your left knee to begin. Flex your front foot or even point your front foot to activate your front leg. Lengthen your spine, take a breath in. Exhale, option hinge forward over your front leg if you need more sensation. Of course, if you still need more, you can wiggle your right leg forward, left leg back, make your way towards a full split or in that direction. Once you meet tension or sensation, pause. Doesn't matter how deep you go, how deep fully can you breathe. Keep your front leg active, even draw your right hip back a little bit more energetically. Those of you in a full splits, return back to the previous pose into your half splits. Half splits, Ardha Hanuman, shift your weight back forward. Place your palms back below your shoulders. Tuck your back toes, charge your back leg to straight. Step it back to plank pose, Balakasana. Lower halfway down, low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Untuck your toes, up dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Roll over your toes, down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Sweep your left leg up. Bend your left knee, position your knee just above your left elbow, below your tricep as you bring your shoulders back over your wrist. A lot of push. Knee directly behind your left upper arm. Look in between your hands, step your foot forward to your left thumb. Adjust your stance if you need to. Sit your right knee down, low lunge position. Rise up, inhale slowly. Set your hands back to the earth. This time, point your left foot to the top left corner of your mat. Reach back with your left hand as you bend your right knees. Opposite limbs reaching for each other. Feel for a second. Again, get more padding if you need to do so, or adjust your stance. Gently pull your heel. Re-add your back bend. Open up into your chest. Perhaps find more depth. Perhaps gaze up. They call it all in one pose. A lot of stuff going on here. Quad stretch, hip opener. Back bend, possibly a spinal twist. Make sure you're at ease into your breath there. Release a hold of your right foot. Ardha Hanuman to begin. Hips draw back, half splits. Your left leg should be completely straight. Activate your left leg. Flex or point your foot. Lengthen your spine. And slowly, take it slowly from here. Hinge forward or back towards full splits, full Hanuman, or in that direction. Notice if you feel stiffer or more open than usual. That's not so important. How soft can you stay into your breath? Honor how you feel today. Nowhere to go but to breathe through sensation. Full Hanuman, full splits, return back to where you were. Ardha Hanuman, half split, shift your weight back forward. Stack your knee back over your front foot, anchor left foot down. Tuck your back toes, charge your back leg. Very softly step your right foot forward to the front of your mat, halfway lift. Hinge forward. Rise up, inhale, push your feet down, arms sweep up, root to rise, gaze up, stretch. Bring your hands back to your heart. Slowly, arms reach up, stretch your breath and the movement simultaneously. Forward fold, feel your breath and the movement take you down. Lengthen halfway. Step your right foot back, but high on your back toes. Back leg is fully charged, high lunge with your feet. Slowly rise up, inhale, press into your left foot, control the ascension, root to rise, crescent warrior. Dive back down, place your palms into your mat, lift your left leg up to the sky into a three-legged dog. Open up your dog, stack your left hip on top of your left, bend your left knee, reach your foot sideways towards your right to stretch the left side of your body. But as you do, keep your left palm down and squeeze your arms towards each other like in down dog. Gently press your right heel a bit further more. Reach your left foot sideways a little bit more as well. A bit more length. Inhale. Exhale back towards your three-legged dog. Hip square, left leg is straight. Lots of cues, listen carefully. Come into a three-legged plank pose. Bring your shoulders over wrist. If you want to modify, place your foot or knees to earth or lower halfway as you are to intensify. Left foot down, up dog, or use right butt cheek, right leg up, chin stand. Some of you exhale back, downward facing dog. So all levels class, take the cues that resonate into your practice in this specific moment. Relift your right leg up to the sky. Rebring your right knee just above your right elbow, below your tricep as you bring your shoulders over your wrist. A lot of push, maximum lift to the back of your heart. Look in between your hands. Step your foot as close as you can to your right thumb. High lunge with your feet wide on your back toes. Together slowly. Rise up with my cues. Crescent warrior. Exhale. Hands back to the earth. Push your hands down. Right leg up. Or step your left foot forward. Left foot forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Back to the front of your mat. Rise up, take a breath in. Hands back to heart center. One more time. Arms reach up. Hinge forward slowly. Lengthen halfway. Step your left foot back behind you. Set your foundation. High lunge with your feet. Rise up, inhale, collectively together. Replace your hands back to the earth. You're gonna press your hands down to levitate your right leg up to the sky. Open up your dog on this side. Stack your hip, bend your knee, reach your foot sideways towards your left this time. Notice your left shoulder. Press your left shoulder a bit more forward. Most of you are collapsing into left shoulder. Shoulder squared. Press your hands and left heel evenly. A bit more lift with your right knee, a bit more reach side if you can towards your left. Inhale. Re-square your hips back towards your three-legged dog. Re-glide back to your three-legged plank pose. It's okay to place your foot or knees down or lower halfway as you are to intensify. Most likely right foot down back into up dog. Roll over your toes again, downward facing dog. Let's loop right back to the front of your mat. Sweep your left leg skyward. Recoil your left knee above your elbow, below your tricep, directly behind left upper arm. Look in between your hands. Step your foot as close as you can to your left thumb. Adjust your stance if you need to. Slowly rise up, inhale. Take your whole intake of breath to ascend up to crescent. Replace your hands back to the earth. As softly as you can, step your right foot forward, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Rise up, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Bring your hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Close your eyes. Become still into your space. It's like you were in your seat, but just standing right now. Push your feet down, stand a bit taller. Lift your shoulder blades up and down your back. Soften back into your pose. Deepen your breath to do so. Ride your breath back into your heart space though. Reconnect back to who you are, the real you. And reallow source energy to move through you as you. This is a real definition of the word yoga. This unity between your mind, your body, your spirit, and all that is. It's in this space that what you see within your mind and feel within your heart space, you'll invite into your life by transforming into, or it'll turn into your experience. What makes your heart sing? Are you truly aligned with the things that really matter? Life is your stage. This is why you're here on this planet, to honor your soul's calling. Listen to its whispers as you co-create this into existence with the help of source energy. One more breath. Open your eyes slowly. Let's greet the evening. Namaskar A. Arms reach up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen halfway, plant your palms. You can step or float to the back of your mat. Plank pose or halfway down, elbows stay stacked over wrists. Uncurl your toes, up dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Roll over your toes, down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Press your hands and your feet firmly into the earth for 1. You'll feel a bit of a length into your body for 2. Stretch your bones, stretch your body, but also be aware of your breath. Stretch your breath continuously for 3. Any random thoughts into your head, let them drip into the earth from your forehead for 4, so you can feel who you're becoming in this self-transformational practice for 5. If you're exerting about 70% effort rate, this is more or less a magic number, stay here. If you want to build some strength, option, walk your feet slightly forward until your shoulders stack on top of your wrist. It's a short dog position. But like plank pose, push the earth, lift the back of your heart, look in between your thumbs. If you want to keep your heart rate up, bend both knees, tap both heels into your butt, land softly to the back of your mat, repeat or hold your tuck pike for some of you, or your pike position towards handstand. Land softly if you're hopping. Handstander, shoulders beyond fingertips, bring your feet towards your wrist, dog pose, look forward, walk, step or hop lightly to the front of your mat, halfway lift. Hinge at your waist, fold. Rise up, inhale, push your feet down, arms sweep back up, gaze up. Bring your hands back to heart center. All over again, arms reach up. These are moving prayers. Forward fold. Lengthen halfway, plant your palms. Now that we're getting warmed up, you can step back, float back, or pop a handstand from here, or press it up. Full breath per movement until led back into downward facing dog. Okay. Nice. If you feel like dog pose is not giving you the rest you need, remember the child's pose that we took earlier. You can place your knees down, sit onto your heels, rest your chest and your forehead to earth, or actually sit down and kneel. The idea is to find rest whenever you come here, so be mindful that you're not even forcing a downward facing dog. If you need more rest, always pay attention to how you feel. Listen to your inner voice. It's okay to stay here longer and rest. Or, of course, build some strength by walking your feet slightly forward, stack your shoulders over your wrists. A lot of push, look in between your thumbs. Maintain that power. Option, bend your knees. Tap your heels to butt, tuck your legs straight towards the pike position. Towards handstand if you can hold the cat knees fully. Land like a cat, you guys, if you're hopping. Handstanders, feet towards your wrist. Dog pose, walk, step, or hop back to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Rise up, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands back to heart center, Samastitihi. The last one is fully on your own. Arms reach up. Take it from here, dance with your breath. How fluidly and elegantly can you move from pose to pose? Modify, intensify. Work, but not too hard. Work with finesse, with integrity. We'll pause for 5 breaths. Dog pose, child's pose, or sit down. But once you commit to your resting pose, commit to your breath. Slow down your breath. The deeper your breath is, the more you'll meet yourself back into a state of stillness and calmness. This is a space that you want to move from. If this moment says, I need to rest a bit longer, stay. Or rebuild some strength by re-shortening your dog pose, or retake flight. If you're building strength or taking flight, wrap your triceps back, keep your core active. Hop to keep your heart rate up. Make your way back to the front. Lengthen your crown in front of you. Hinge forward in 2. Rise up, inhale. Meet yourself into complete stillness. Exhale, hands to heart center. If you're more comfortable, place your arms by your side. Slowly close your eyes. Become still into your space. Avoid moving. Avoid fidgeting. When things get a little heated, your mind will tend to be reactive. Use your powerful mind to deepen your breath instead, to calm down, to silence down your mind, and reconnect back to this field of tranquility that your inner being holds. This is the space you want to move from. One more breath. Good. Slowly open your eyes. Unite your big toes so they touch. Sit low. Bend your knees. Bring your fingertips to the earth as hollow you would like to sit. Then bring your upper arms in line with the ears, chair pose. Squeeze your knees tight together. Keep your belly in to support your upper and lower body. Lean a little bit more into your heels until you can see your toes peek from below your knees. Good. Maintain this. Arch your back a bit more. Open up into your chest. Try to frame your arms as much as you can with your ears and fingers long reaching up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, forward fold. Counter pose your back bend with a spinal flexion crow pose. Come high onto your toes, plant your palms to the earth as wide as your shoulders. Knees wide apart, rest your knees to the back of your upper arms. Once you have done so, lift the back of your heart like you would in your active cat pose. And lean forward until your elbows stack over your wrist. Press your finger pads down. This is the shape of the form. Eventually, the full form will take place. Flex both knees. 1 or 2 feet can start to levitate. Any variation you're working to, you guys. Take a breath and look forward. Exhale, step or flow back into an optional vinyasa or walk back to downward facing dog to save a little bit of energy. You should feel quite warm into your body by now. To release a little excessive heat, inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Let that go. 2 more breaths. If you'd like to float through your seat, Come onto your toes, bend your knees, core is active, powerful arms. Look forward. Float through halfway through, or option, place your knees on your mat like I'm doing. Sit onto a hip, legs forward. You might have to scoot your butt slightly forward. Lie on your back, give yourself enough room. Extend your legs up to the sky. Stack your feet on top of your hips. Press your big toes so they unite. And press your big toe mounds towards the ceiling to activate your legs a little bit more to straight. Interlace your hands behind your back. Keep low belly in, core is active. Inhale, lift your chest up. Remain lifted with your chest. Exhale, bring your right leg down slowly. Hover your right foot off of your mat about an inch or two. And inhale, rotate your right foot one direction. It can be a right or left circle. Hug your inner thighs. Exhale, slowly bring your leg back up towards the sky. At the top, pivot your right foot the other way as you breathe in to bring balance into your leg. Slow breath out. Bring your left leg down. Press your big toes away to energize legs even more. Hover the bottom. Inhale, rotate your left foot one way. Control the ascension. Exhale, left leg up. At the top, inhale, rotate your left foot the other way. Keep lifting your heart a little higher. Breathe out, lower your right leg down. Hold, hover, pivot your ankle, your foot. Always control the movement. Exhale, right leg back up. Rotate your foot the other way. Left leg down slowly. Can you press your big toes a bit more away? Lift your heart a little higher. Hover the bottom. Inhale, rotate your left foot. Nice and slow, last one. Exhale, left leg back up towards the sky. Pivot your foot the other way, take a breath in. As you breathe out, big toes touch again. Release your clasp behind your head. Inhale, lift your arms up. Touch your knees, your shin bones, your ankles, your toes as high as you can. Exhale, place your shoulders back to the earth. 2 more times. Inhale, lift, reach. Lower down slowly. 1 more time. Reach upwards, breathe in. As you lower, bend your knees, grab your hamstrings, rock and roll 3 times up and down your back. After your third rock and roll, either roll over ankles and knees, step back to dog pose, or step back to plank pose, or pick up and float through. Option to cycle through to Vinyasa if you would like to. Grab a seat, you guys. Sit onto your knees and heels or cross-legged. Interlace your hands together. Elbows unite. Roll out your wrists. Were y'all warm? Hope so. Other side. Release your clap. Shake out your hands. Okay, so we're going to play today. Remember the actions of plank pose, using your toes to shift your weight forward. And then bending your elbows about a 130-degree angle, more or less. It's not too much. You keep lifting the back of your heart to the sky. And the actions of tabletop position by bending your right knee, using your butt to levitate your leg up to the sky, and extending your leg. Those are the actions that we're playing to get into one-legged crow pose, Ekapada Bakasana. It's a very difficult pose, so we may not get there. It doesn't matter if we do or not. It's the action that you want to meet, and eventually with practice, you will fly. So it kind of looks like this. Before we get into it though, you want to make sure that your knee is fully flexed. The more you can bring your heel to your butt, you create a nice flat surface with your knee. It's a nice resting point. If you don't flex your knee too much, it's pointy, it's kind of uncomfortable. You want to make sure you place your knee to the back of your upper arm. If you bend your elbow, just above your elbow, below your tricep, you have a little divot, a little hole, and it fits perfectly right there. So you can try this for today, see how that feels into your body. Flex your knee in, knee above, your elbow below your triceps. It's not out, it's just behind, directly behind. Lift the back of your heart to the sky, press the earth. If it's too demanding, like I don't know about this, it's okay. Place your left knee down, but focus on the action. Lift the back of your heart, squeeze your knee to the back of your upper arm. So this could be it. Or stay as you are. Some of you lean forward, press your finger pads even more, and bend your elbows slightly, 130-degree angle. Then you have to use your butt cheek. If it's easier, just simply bend your knee, left knee first, and lift. Use your butt cheek take flight. If you are in flight mode, step your left foot forward to the front of your mat, and then your right. And if you're not getting to flight mode, which is totally fine, again, just make sure you're not overdoing anything, it's going to be your right foot forward, and then your left. Okay? So let's see how we do. Slow and easy. That's the way of the yogi. Downward facing dog. Because I like to play, we get a playful way there. Step your right foot forward slightly into the middle of your mat, not too far forward. Keep a deep bend into your right knee. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Sweep your left leg up to the sky. Hip square, left leg is straight. Palms down, push earth like crazy. You can stay here. If you want a little bit more, come hang onto right toes, stay. If you want to keep your heart rate up, hop with your right, land with your right, little L-shaped hops. You can also bend your right knee to bring your right heel to butt. Slow and controlled. Playfulness must prevail. Good. Step your right foot forward, left foot back, high lunge with your feet. Rise up slowly, collectively together to crescent warrior. Full intake of breath takes you up. Exhale, dive all the way back down. Plant your palms to the earth. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Three-legged dog. Good. Bend your right knee. Place your knee above your elbow, below your tricep, directly back behind it. Push the earth, lift the back of your heart up to the sky. If it's too much, left knee down and hold. You can stay here. Or some of you lean forward, shoulders beyond fingertips. Some of you bend your elbows slightly. Then use your butt cheek, left butt cheek to levitate your left leg up to the sky to the best you can. If you are flying, step your left foot forward, then your right. If not, right foot forward, then your left. Come to the front of your mat, halfway lift. Forward fold, top of your mat. Lifting carefully, lengthen halfway, plant your palms. Downward facing dog through a vinyasa or not. Take a moment to rest, to slow down your breath right away, to press the reset button consciously. If you need to rest a bit more, listen to what your body is asking you to do. Always listen to your inner voice. You can stay. Or step your left foot forward slightly. It's in the middle of your mat. Your left knee is bent deeply. Your palms are glued. Bring your shoulders over wrists and push up your triceps back like you would in plank pose. Right leg will go up to the sky. You can stay here. Or come onto your back toe, stay. Or hop lightly, L-shaped hop. Left leg can be straight or small bend into your knee to help catch. Step your left foot forward. Extend your right leg all the way to the back of your mat, high lunge with your feet. Rise up slowly. Stretch always your breath and the movement back to crescent warrior. Exhale, dive down. Press your palms down. Left leg up to the sky. Place your knee above your elbow, below your tricep, directly behind the left upper arm. Lift the back of your heart to the sky. You can stay or modify or lean forward slightly. Bend your elbows, press your finger pads down. You might bend your elbows a bit more as you extend your right leg up. It's about finding a tipping point. Good. Nice. Place your feet back to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. This time, rise all the way up to the sky. Push your feet down, arms sweep up. Hands to heart center or arms by your side. Become still. Avoid reacting. Avoid moving. So it's playful. It doesn't matter if we fall or not. It's those of us that dare to fall that eventually will fly. So meet yourself to your healthy edge, but without overdoing anything. Focus on your breath. Let that go. Without holding on to the past or anticipating about the future. Of course, we play, we stretch, and we breathe. But reconnect back again to your center. What is the real practice? Can you still connect back to your essence, the real you? can you still feel source energy move through you as you, especially when things are a bit more demanding? Re-feel this field of non-resistance. Has your mind been pushing a little too far that you disconnected? This is the practice. One more breath. Open your eyes slowly if they are closed. Arms reach up, inhale. Option to Vinyasa or not. Forward fold at your own pace. Any Vinyasa. Crow pose for some of you, handstand for some of you, step or fold back for some of you. Some of you just walk back to dog pose. Totally fine. Revisit familiar poses we explore already or bypass optional movement. Always discern what feels best in this specific moment. Like we practice, step your right foot into the middle of your mat, not beyond it. Right knee is bent, palms glued to the earth. Lift the left leg up, push the earth, look in between your thumbs. You can stay, or come on your back toes, transfer more weight into your arms. Or hop lightly, land with your right, same leg. L shape towards handstand, some of you. Handstanders, you got to bring your shoulders over your fingertips. Right foot forward, left foot back. High lunge with your feet. Hands stay low, stay grounded. Rise up slowly. Stretch your breath and the movement. Crescent warrior. Hold, arrive. Let's begin to refine this pose a little bit more. Look at your feet for a second. Ensure that your feet are indeed as wide as your hips so you can square your hips and stay stable. Once you have that, bring the left heel a little bit more over your left toes, a bit more forward, charge your back leg more to straight. As much as you can from your upper arms in line with your ears and stretch your arms up to the sky. Thumbs point back, but stay soft into your neck and jaw. Keep reaching your fingers a bit to the ceiling. Take a breath in. Exhale, rotate towards your right. Left arm goes in front of you, right arm goes back, face the right side wall for yourself. Hugging your thighs, stay in your foundation. Once you're steady, point your right thumb down, bend your right elbow, wrap your arm back behind you, left arm goes up towards the sky, reverse your goddess. Good. Point your tailbone to your front heel, keep lifting your chest, keep facing the right side of the wall. It's a bit of a back bend, a bit of a spinal twist as you spin left thumb to the sky. Inhale, unravel, back to crescent, right arm back up towards the sky, look forward. Exhale, dive down. Keep your left hand underneath your left shoulder for more space onto the left fingertips. Inhale, lift your right arm up towards the sky. You can look past right fingertips unless it strains your neck, look sideways instead. Keep charging your back leg, press left heel back, yes, exactly. More length through your back leg, through the crown of your head. Option, lean a bit more into your left hand and open up your heart to the ceiling. Even tilt your head back. Open deeper into your twist without losing the texture of your breath. Breathe in. Untwist, breathe out. Place your hand to the earth for a moment. Ensure your left palm is glued on your mat an inch above your left shoulder. Place a hold outside edge of your left foot down to the earth for stage 1 side plank pose. Left heel comes down. Right arm goes up as you press your right foot into the earth. Spin your left bicep forward to engage left arm. If you can maintain the lift into your hips, your arm is not shaky, go ahead. Stack your foot on top of your left. Or some of you, think of a star. Extend your leg in the air. Avoid reaching for your foot and extending this variation unless you feel very warmed up. We did not do the warm up to go there. Good. You can look up to the sky. Inhale, come onto your back toes, keep pressing left hand down, bend your right knee, exhale, step slowly your right foot back to the front mat without the help of your right hand. Plant your hands to the earth below your shoulders, sweep your right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog towards downward facing dog. So it's Vinyasa if you really want to, or dog pose or child's pose or kneel, rest. If you are in a child's pose, it's a lot of surrender. If you are in your dog pose, make sure that you are indeed resting. we come here to neutralize for a moment. Consciously bring a bit more depth into your breath. Slow everything down, and we'll begin with your breath. It's okay to stay here a bit longer if you need to do so, so pay attention to what your inner voice is saying, honor it. If you feel peaceful, at ease, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward a little bit, not too much. Palms glued to the earth, shoulder wrist, wrap your triceps back. Lift your right leg up, hip square, right leg is bright. If it feels best to stay here, stay. Get hard on your back toes or take flight. Always be mindful of your space. Good. Step your left foot forward to the front of your mat. Right leg goes back behind you. High lunge with your feet. Together, rise up with control to crescent warrior. Arrive and hold. Switch your stance. Left leg forward. Point straight forward. Good. Exactly. Looking for you guys. Make sure that your feet are as wide as your hips. Get higher on your back toes. Same as before. Electrify your back leg more to straight. Extend your arms up to the sky. A lot of reach. Feel energy course through your fingertips upwards. Keep reaching your hands up. Take a breath in. Slowly exhale. Rotate towards your left. Steady yourself for a second. Keep anchoring your left foot down, hugging your thighs to stabilize. And slowly, internally rotate your left arm back behind you. Right arm goes up. Reverse your goddess. Now, goddesses are so poised and eloquent. Make sure you are mimicking these qualities. How soft can you be in the effort? This is where the beauty will shine. You're working, but not too much as you evoke the goddess within yourself. Slowly inhale, unravel. Left arm up, look forward. Regular crescent warrior. Exhale. Place your hands back to earth. Keep your right hand glued. And sweep your left arm skyward. Left foot stays forward. Spinal twist. Same foundation. On your back toes, keep pressing everything away from center. Longer back leg. Right hand pushes down. Longer left arm if you can. Open up your heart towards evening sky. Breathe in. Breathe out, untwist. Set up for stage 1 side plank pose. Your right palm should be a little bit forward in your right shoulder for more foundational support. Rotate to the knife edge of right foot this time. You gotta externally rotate your right arm forward to stabilize and take it as far as you want to. Hips stay up, left foot can stay, stack or hover. Look up to the sky if you want to test your balance. Good, take a breath in, keep pressing the inner edge of your right hand. Slow exhale, come onto your back toes, bend your left knee, slowly step your foot back to the front of your mat, left foot forward, palms to the earth, below your shoulders, sweep your left leg up to the sky, downward facing dog. So Vinyasa, or just go back to dog pose. And we'll breathe at the front of your mat. Look forward, walk, step or hop lightly to the front of your mat, halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up, take a breath in. Meet yourself into stillness, hands to heart, or arms by your side. Avoid fidgeting. Avoid moving around needlessly. Use your mind to deepen your breath. Even avoid wiping sweat. It's going to come back anyways. Instead of thinking that you need to wipe sweat off your body, think that you're sparkling instead. Soften back into your breath. Come back into the tranquility of the present moment. It's always peaceful when you can silence your mind down for a second. And really feel source move through you as you. Although things are demanding, are you still aligned with what makes your heart sing in life? So you can go out there and sparkle, you can shine. Your soul demands this from you. What is the best version of yourself? Your soul invites you to live an inspirational life that is truthful to you. not to anybody else. Are you aligned with what really matters? One more breath. Okay. Slowly open your eyes if they are closed. Must you Vinyasa. Arms reach up, inhale. At your own pace. Any Vinyasa that feels great or playful, but if you need more energy, walk back or dog pose. Save your energy for the poses coming your way. If you are in a handstand, you can hold. If not, step your right foot forward slightly. Bring your shoulders over your wrist. Sweep your left leg up to the sky. Same thing as before. We don't have to hop. You can work a bit harder, but come on your back toes, or hop lightly, land softly if you're doing so. Re-step your right foot forward, then your left. High lunge with your feet. Establish your foundation. Keep your hands low. Slowly rise up. One full breath to rise up to your full expression crescent warrior. Equally smooth exhale. Rotate slowly towards your right. Left arm in front. Right arm glides back behind you. Stabilize yourself. Point your right thumb down. Left arm up. Inhale. Slowly open up into your reverse goddess warrior. Listen carefully. Exhale. Dive all the way down this time. Straight down. Left hand, the earth underneath your left shoulder. Inhale. Open up your right arm up. One breath to spin your heart open to the ceiling. Exhale. Set your foundation for side plank pose. The outside of the left foot is grounded. Left palm is glued. Spin left bicep forward. And inhale into any variation of your choice of Vashisthasana. Pause here for the exhale. Slow breath in. Step your right foot forward. Come onto your back toes. Put your left hand down. Place your left heel to the earth. Walk your hands to your left foot as you bend your left knee. Your right leg is now straight. Skandasana. Feel your left knee just for a moment. If your left knee is not happy, avoid flexing your knee too deeply. Use your hands for support, but do flex your right foot away from you. Electrify your front leg. If you feel steady into your pose, you can bring your hands to heart center. If it's too demanding, replace your hands back on your mat. If you want a little bit more without locking your jaw, yes, of course, you can spread your wings. Left arm underneath left shin bone. Below your knee, right arm to the sky. You can take it further. Rotate your left arm down, right arm back behind you. Half a full bind without forcing. How soft can you be in every single pose? Inhale. Exhale, power through your back foot. Make your way back to the front of your mat. Plant your palms to the earth like you would in downward facing dog. On your back toes, high lunge with your feet. Press your palms down. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Three-legged dog. Like we practiced earlier. Bend your right knee. Place your knee above your elbow, below your tricep. Lift the back of your heart up to the sky. And you can stay here or place left knee down. Some of you lean forward. Ekapada Bakasana. Bend your elbows slightly, press your finger pads down, elbows of wrist, and use your glute to levitate. Yes, fly if you can. If you're in flight, left foot forward, then your right. If not, right foot forward, then your left. Halfway lift. Forward fold, top of your mat. Lengthen halfway, plant your palms to the earth. Palms down, downward facing dog through Vinyasa, or just walk back to downward facing dog. For good measure, inhale through your nose. Let that go. Are you holding on to something? Sometimes when you exhale out of your mouth will dissolve some tension being held into your body unconsciously. But do feel the resting pose you are in. Are you really resting? And if not, take a different pose. Your body's always speaking with you. Receive the feedback. Listen to your inner voice. If you need to stay longer, it's okay. If If you feel peaceful, downward facing dog. Take the cues that resonate. Make sure not to exceed 70% effort rate. Step your left foot forward slightly. Shoulders over wrists, press the earth, sweep your right leg up. If it feels too landing, stay here. Or take flight with mindfulness. Feel the moment. Palms glued, Badya. Step your left foot forward, right leg back, hands stay low, feet as wide as your hips. Slow down your breath. Rise up. Stretch your breath to calm yourself down. Slowly exhale. Open up towards your left. One breath. Inhale. Left arm back behind you. Right arm up. Stretch the movement. Equally smooth exhale. Dive down. Keep your right hand underneath the right shoulder. Inhale. Extend your left arm up to the sky. Open up your heart. Spin your bottom ribs upwards. Good. Breathe out. Set your foundation for side plank pose. Knife edge of back foot is grounded. Simply the inner edge of right hand. Inhale into your side plank pose. Now pause for the exhale. Keep spinning right bicep forward. Slow breath in. Come onto your back toes. Bend your left knee. Step left foot forward to the front. Place your right heel down. Walk your hands towards your back foot. Skandasana left side. But do feel your right knee for a moment before going further into your pose. What is your knee saying? Feels good, supported, at ease, hands in Anjali Mudra. Or extend your arms. Or wrap your arm back behind your left side, possibly your right. How is your breath though? If your breath is less than peaceful, you're too far in. Take a breath in. Slowly, power through your back leg. Make your way back to the front of your mat as you breathe out. Plant your palms to the earth below your shoulders. Sweep your left leg up to the sky. So many bus stops. Once you feel too much tension, pause. Bend your left knee. Place your knee above your left elbow, directly behind your left leg. You can modify. Lift the back of your heart. Lean forward. Now it's a practice. Some of you bend your elbow slightly and use your right butt to levitate. With practice, sometimes a full form will take place, not important if you do or not. Good, Magina. Good. Both feet back to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Hinge in two. This time rise all the way up. Inhale. Push your feet down. Arms sweep up. Hands to heart center. Or arms by your side. Try to be still. Notice if your mind is trying to distract you with unnecessary movement. All that matters is how deeply can you breathe right now. Slow down your breath. Come back into your heart space though. Get out of your head. Can you feel your light? It is here to guide you. It's full of strength, the real you, your source of inner power. We often forget that we are the stars of our own lives, that we have so much power. The power to accept the way things are, if not to change the way things are. And if you cannot change the things as they are, the power to walk away. Are you aligned with the script of your soul? Are you busy living the script of someone else? This is a real practice. One more breath. Bless you. Open your eyes slowly if they're closed. Arms reach up at your own pace. Cycle through or not. Feel the moment. Or discern these extra movements. Get playful or not. Meet back into downward facing dog. When the music picks up a bit, it's a good indicator that we're going to also pick up the pace. But do feel this feel of ease, fullness. Avoid pressing past 70%, more or less the magic number. Step your right foot forward slightly. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Maximum push up in between your thumbs. You can stay or work a bit harder or retake flight. Always mindfully though. Step your right foot forward. Left foot back, high lunge with your feet, hands stay low. Every movement counts. Rise up, stretch the movement. Rise up with control, crescent warrior. Exhale, open up towards your right, left arm in front, right arm back. We know what's happening, empty your mind. Right arm wraps behind you, left arm goes up, inhale slowly, reverse your goddess. Gracefully dive all the way down. Left hand stays glued underneath your left shoulder. Slow breath and inhale. Reach, right arm up, open up, stretch, spinal twist. Exhale, set your foundation for side plank pose. Place the whole outside of your left foot down. Rotate left bicep forward. Inhale into any variation, Vashisthasana. Pause here for your breath out, maximum expression of your pose. Breathe in. How slowly can you step your right foot forward? Get a press left hand even more for a smooth transition. One breath, Skandasana. Left heel down. Walk your hands to your back heel or hands to heart center. Power through your back leg. Inhale back to the front of your mat. Hands to the earth below your shoulders. On your back toes. Lift your right leg up to the sky. And do the best you can. Practice makes perfect. Bend your knee above your right elbow, below your tricep, directly behind your upper arm. You can stay or modify, or shift your weight forward. Bend elbows slightly. Allow your left leg to levitate from your left glute. Either way, make your way back to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Keep your hands below your shoulders. Press your right foot down. Sweep your left leg up to the sky. Standing splits. Left leg goes skyward. You can stay here. Soften your neck and jaw. If you want a bit more intensity, wrap your right hand behind your right ankle. Gently pull in. Perhaps your left. Replace your hands back to the earth. Option, play around handstanders or not. Vinyasa, cycle through. Use your body. Use your body. Gradually back to dog pose or child's pose right away. Okay. It's all you. If you need to release excessive heat, release something. Focus on deepening your breath. Make sure you're resting. Take always what you need, not what your mind thinks it wants. Visualize oxygen traveling into your bloodstream as you deepen your breath. Let it feed muscles, organs, and tissues. Remember, life is your stage. You have the power to accept the change or to walk away. You choose. Rest as you are, or come back in the movement. Downward facing dog if you feel at peace though. It's a moving meditation. Move slowly. Think of how a dancer would move without overdoing. Step your left foot slightly forward. Bring your shoulders over your wrist. Sweep your right leg up to the sky. Push the earth. You can stay here or retake flight with control, with precision, with playfulness. Handstander, shoulders beyond fingertips. Left foot forward to the front. Right leg back with control. Hands stay low. Left leg in front. Rise up slowly. How gracefully can you ascend up to crescent warrior? Twist towards your left. Fluidly feel the movement. Reverse your goddess. Left arm back, right arm up. Slowly, back bend, spinal twist simultaneously. Exhale, dive down. Right hand will stay put below your shoulder. Inhale, spinal twist towards your left. You may look up. Smooth exhale, so set your foundation for side plank pose, Vashisthasana. Last one here. Inhale into your side plank pose, modified or intensified. Slowly step your left foot forward, bend your knee, press right hand down, maximum push, smooth transition. Good. Plant your palms down, or right heel down, walk your hands towards your back heel, Skandasana, flex left foot, one breath together though. Press right heel down, back to the front of your mat. Sweep your left leg up to the sky. Bend your left knee. Place your knee above your elbow, below your tricep. We worked hard. This can be it. Stay. Modify. Right knee down. Lift the back of your heart though. Practice leaning forward, bending your elbows. Allow your right glute to levitate. Good plan. Feet back to the front of your mat. Lengthen halfway. Forward fold. Hands below shoulder on fingertips. Sweep your right leg up to the sky. Standing splits. Soften your neck and jaw right away. Focus on your breath. Stay soft. If you're still soft and easeful, refine your left hand back behind your ankle. Perhaps your right. Replace your hands back to the earth if not already so. Shift forward. Strong arms. Shift forward. Play or not. Or go back to dog pose through a vinyasa if you want to. Okay, it's all you. Inhale through your nose. Let that go. Slow down your breath right away. Long, deep inhales. Long, deep exhales. Two more breaths. Make your way towards Ustrasana, camel pose, by standing onto your knees. Place your knees directly below your hip points. If your knees are sensitive, you can double roll both sides of your mat. Keep your toes tucked under. Make sure your knees are as wide as your hips, and place your hands onto your low back. Hug your inner thighs. Draw your low belly in and up. Dual action to support your low back. Lift your chest up. Remain high with your heart. Soften your shoulder blades on your back. Beautiful place to be, but if you need more, of course, you can lean back a bit more and place a hand onto a heel and the other one. But if it's too much, you start to pinch into low back. Replace your hands on your low back. Those of you with your hands on your heels, if you were to let go, you'd fling forward towards me because you are lifting your heart and pressing your hips forwards. If you maintain that easily, release your neck if that feels right to you. Head to uncle back slowly. Keep your low belly in, take a breath in. Slowly with control, come back to center, place your hands onto low back for a bit of support. Sit onto your knees and heels, Japanese style, or cross-legged. Rest your hands on your thighs, palms face up, close your eyes. Notice if your heart rate has spiked up again. Most likely it has. Just come back to your breath. The blueprint never changes. Slow down your breath. Slow down your heart rate down. Calm your nervous system down. The mastery over your senses when things get a bit intense is all the way through your breath. Open your eyes slowly if they're closed. One more time. And come back onto your knees. You can place your knees a little bit wider if you need more depth, a bit wider in your hips. Also untuck your back toes, all 10 toenails root down to it. But same as before, hands on your low back, hugging your thighs. The belly is in, lift your chest up, soften your shoulders. If you want to go deeper, any variation you wish, or lean back, hands onto heels for a little support, but barely any. Press your hips forward, lift your heart up, low belly in. No pinching low back, you guys. It's harmonious back bend, your breath has to stay deep. Good. Inhale. Exhale back to center. Do place your hands, go back for the support. Retake your seated position that feels right to you. Palms face up, a gesture to stay open. If you feel a lot of energy moving wildly into your chest, this is old energy that was stuck into your heart space. And clear that out. Inhale through your nose. Out of your mouth, release the old. And 2 more breaths. Slowly open your eyes if they're closed. Place your hands to the earth, downward facing dog. Option, half vinyasa, cycle through if you want to, or just go back to dog pose. Pigeon prep pose, lift your right leg up to the sky. Bring your right knee a little bit wider than your right wrist in the front of your mat. Place either your right heel towards your outer left hip or bring your shin bone more or less parallel to the front of the mat. Have a peek past your left shoulder. You want to make sure that your outer heel and outer hip are in one line. Once you've done so, look forward and square your hips. Right hip back, left hip forward. 2 hips as squared as you can to the front of your mat. Flex or point your right foot. Slowly hinge at your waist, elbows to the earth. Allow your head to become heavy somewhere. Stack your fists if you need to do so. Soften into your neck and jaw. If you feel any feedback from your right knee, it's not a good sign, so it's okay to ease out and lie on your back, figure 4 position by placing your ankle on top of your left knee and drawing your knee into your chest. So never any strain or pain into your knee. Still search for about 70% sensation right into your right hip. If you're beyond that, ease out slightly. If you force beyond, you'll just create more tension, more resistance. Allow this pose, this forward fold, to cool you down on a mental and physical level. And use your breath to dissolve tension being held into your hip instead of creating more. Or can you soften? If you get a little too at ease into your space, you're welcome to walk your elbows a little bit more forward. Elongate your torso and possibly melt a little bit more over your front leg. Always gently and easefully. Replace your hands below your shoulders. Press the earth away from your torso halfway up. The next part, take it very slowly, back to dog pose, nice and slow. If you're on your back, stay as you are, windshield wipers your knees sideways. If you're in dog pose, take any movement to release your right hip. If your right leg is extended or up in the air, place your foot back on your mat, switch sides, sweep your left leg up. Make sure your knees are a little bit wider again than your left wrist. The placement of your left shin bone is up to you. Search for just enough sensation. Align everything on your right side. Square your hips as much as you can. As you hinge, make sure to engage your left foot ankle, flexor point. Keep hugging your inner thighs together. If you feel anything from your left knee, change position. Knees are so sensitive and so important, so always feel. And so you feel there's enough sensation into your left hip. Use the power of your breath to create space. Every out breath, release the old, what is not of service, tension, resistance. Every inhale, invite the new, prana, life force, pure energy. Exhale, lose what needs to be lost. Inhale, find what needs to be found. If this creates a little too much space, melt a bit more, but be invited to do so. It's a two-way conversation, it's dialogue, not a one-way conversation. Always slowly in and out of the poses. Take your time at your own pace. You can be the last one to get out towards dog pose or your counter pose. Allow yourself some freestyle movement when ready to release both hips equally. Make your way back towards your seat any way you want to get there. Take any seat that you feel the most comfortable. Once you are at ease in your space, press your hands onto your knees or thighs. Close your eyes. Do set your firm seat though. From your belly button down, get heavy. You can naturally get a bit more buoyant from your belly button up. Lean back, soften your shoulders. Stay aware of your breath. Allow your breath to remarry your mind back in the heart, and already so. And keep allowing source energy to move through you as you. The real definition of this word yoga. Are you busy playing the roles given to you by others? Align. Align yourself with the whispers of your heart. It is here to guide you. It has traveled through eons and eons through time and space, filled with wisdom. What makes it happy? When you move from a space, source energy will always have your back. You can write any script you want to. The best show in town is the one that you write yourself, co-written by the help of source energy. Take a few more deep breaths, allow your soul and life itself to fully breathe you. On your next inhale, and slowly open your eyes. And recline onto your back one more time. Feet forward towards the front of your mat. Keep your left leg fully straight, bend your right knee. If you're tight on space, cactus your right arm by your side. If not, extend your arms straight, hand in line with your shoulder. Place your left hand on the outside of your bent right knee. Slide your hips a bit to your right. Let your knee fall over towards your left. Look up or past your right shoulder. Doesn't matter how deep you go, it should feel quite nice to release your low back. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly untwist. At your own pace, switch sides, same thing in complete reverse. So make sure that you sway your hips a bit towards your left before letting gravity pull your knee over to your right. Stay receptive, it's not about the depth. Enjoy releasing your low back. Breathe in. Breathe out, untwist, uncurl. As you come back towards center, realign your hips back into the middle of your mat. Fold your knees in towards your chest, hands above your knees. Little gentle pull, bring your forehead to knees. Inhale. Exhale, Shavasana. We worked hard. Ensure that you get as comfortable as you possibly can. Walk your shoulder blades up and down your back once you've placed your limbs by your side. Wide or narrow, doesn't matter. You can allow your feet to stay open by your side too if that feels right to you. Soften every muscle groups into your body. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. The work is done. Fully rest. Allow your physical body to rest. Allow your energetic clock to also reset. Release the hold of your conscious breath. a bit more depth back into your breath. Ease your way back inside your body. And as you do, wiggle your fingertips, your toes. If you'd like to stay relaxed, remain as you are. If you need a bit more energy, stretch your arms up overhead. And reach your hands away from your feet. Retract your knees into your chest one more time. Roll on to your right hand side, fetal position. Take a few deep neutralizing breaths in this very comforting pose. With the help of your hands, slowly inch your way back to your seat. Ensure you're comfortable before placing your hands onto your knees, your thighs, and closing your eyes. Reestablish your firm seat. When you feel ready, refold your hands back to heart center. Come full circle on Jali Mudra. This practice invites you to remember that the world is indeed your stage. So go out there and shine, go out there and sparkle. Show the whole world your best moves. Show the whole world the best version of yourself, but led from your soul. Clearing breath to Om, inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Inhale to Om. Bow head into your heart. The light within me bows, the light within all of you. Have a beautiful evening. Namaste. Thanks, you guys. If you follow me on social media, you know I am leaving at the end of the month. Yes, unfortunately. The good news, though, is I'm coming back in November for Yoga Arava and a Sinai retreat. So that's the end of October, early November. It's all on my website. And you can also ask me any questions about that. Thank you so much. 2 more weeks of playtime, so please come back again. Thank you.